Test 1 2, test 1 2. Mic check. Testing 1 2 3. This is His Lordship, and we're live. Trying something a little different today. Going to use the noise gate filter on the audio for OBS Studio. I haven't used none of the audio effects yet, so I'm trying the noise gate today. Hey, what's up? In the building, Madiva in the building. I was trying to have a class today, but none of the students showed up. The class wasn't going to be public. It was going to be private, but I'm making it public now because but I'm not going to teach anything publicly, but I'm trying to say, hey, what's up with the class? It was scheduled for 9 a.m. What's up, STCK? Yeah. And rule number 1, don't listen to your own audio playing back in the headphones too much, because it'll make you stutter and talk slow and all kind of stuff like that. You just need to hear yourself a little bit to know that the audio is great. You know what I'm saying? What's up, y'all? I erased everything that I used for my show, all the pictures and music and imagery, because I was going to start with a clean slate for the class. And what you see on the screen is one of the what OBS Studio looks like. But one of my students just checked in, and I see one of the people that I mentor is in the building right now, and skipping class. And yeah. So one of my students just showed up, but if she decides she still want to do the class right now, then I'm gonna have to end the show or reschedule it for later on today. I am doing a interview with Diva Tomboyish at high noon, and then I'm off to the museum by 1:30. Also, if anybody want to take this class, OBS Studio Private Lessons, look at that. I just had a senior moment. I don't even remember what I was talking about. It's too early in the morning for me. I went to bed at 4 in the morning, and the night before last, I went live around 3:30 in the morning. So if you want to see a great show, I talk about the, if we went to the moon or not. It's called Full Moon, Did We Really Go? I recorded that like like 3:30 a.m. yesterday, and then I was up till 4 preparing for the class. So I got one student that's waiting on the link right now. Grown folks is in the building. Madiva said, hey, I need to talk to you on OBS. Well, I'm starting the class right now. All right, I'll catch you later, Madiva. What's up, grown folks? Yeah, I'm getting over. But it's early for me because I went to bed like 4 hours ago. So I decided not to do like I got a student on standby. It might just be a 1-on-1, but I'm not doing PayPal. I'm only doing Cash App for this. So I had 2 inquiries for this morning. One just chimed in, and I'm waiting on the other. And you know what's funny? Oh, thank you, Madiva. Yours too. Can't wait till you get back to your old shows. You had 4 great shows going on, and I'm sure soon you'll be getting back to that routine. So I'm always entertained by what you do. And yeah, grown folks, I am getting. Oh, what's up, Key Dad Man? We're gonna start that class in a few minutes. I'll be sending you the link after this short live. And if anybody want to join Key Dad Man in the class today, let me know. I guess we just moving the time up to around 9:30 or 9:45. I decided to go live to advertise this moment a little bit more. And he said, I'm going to reschedule a solo class. Great. That'll be great, grown folks. Because believe it or not, all the people that want a class don't really roll with each other. That's the funny part, man. This is such a trip. Everybody that inquired, and I'm not saying no names, and I love everyone, but everyone that inquired really don't roll like that with each other. Oh, okay, it's all good, Madiva. It's all good. And so Key Dad Man, me and you will do the class about 9:45. I guess I will send you the link. Yeah, I know how I do it. I'll send you the link on IG. Solo is always better for everyone. That one, nothing like 1-on-1. Yeah, well, 40 is the new 20, man. So 50 must be the new 19 or something. I don't know. But it's all gravy, man. It's all good, man. I got so much hope for 2020, man. I've never seen so much opportunity right now. And I'm going to see an exhibit called Soul of a Nation at 1:30 at the D. Young Museum. So you might want to look that exhibit up. It's only going to be in town until March. It's been in town since probably November. Soul of a Nation. I'm going to take pictures. I'm going to shoot videos. And when I come back tonight, I'll probably do a live show about the exhibit. So look forward to that. But it depends. The video footage would have to be treated and compressed, and it's a process, man. But right now, the reason why my screen looked the way it is because it's set up for class. You know what I'm saying? And I erased everything that I usually use because I want to show you step by step how I do it. And shout out to Dice TV. He inquired. Several people who make content and inquired, and it's all good. And I think if everything go well, I've been trying to talk to Diva live for the past couple of days. So I think at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, I'll be live with Diva. And then after that, I'm off to the museum. And I'm going to let you know what the exhibit is about. It's based on the Black experience between '63 and 1983 and what was going on in the movement and stuff like that. So I hope that I hope that it is something. That the exhibit comes from New York. Your screen looked different from mine. Well, I'm only showing you part of OBS Studio. I'm only showing you the audio part, the bottom part. But if I let me take this lock off. Right now, I'm using display capture. Grown folks cracking up. Thanks for the shout out too, man. I appreciate every time you shout me out, stuff like that. Cross promotions is the best, and I'm sure everybody familiar with Grown Folks that's here. And if anybody catching the show live right now for the first time or whatever, make sure you check out Grown Folks and Mediva and Key Dead, man. She was gaming earlier, a couple of hours ago, and yeah, it is all gravy. So I'm hitting I'm right clicking, I'm hitting transform, and I'm hitting fit the screen. So now, does this look more like it? So yeah, I only got like one scene. For those of you that already know OBS Studio, I erased everything. I only got 4 things in my scene, and one is music, one is the Cash App sign. I'm using the display capture, and then I have the chat room on standby. So I'm gonna move OBS Studio over just a little bit, the display capture, and so you can see the chat room in the corner. All right, and now the chat room is transparent. When you use OBS Studio, there is no transparent chat room. Your chat room will show with a white background, and you won't be able to make it this skinny. You're gonna have to change the number of the ratio on one part, and then you're gonna have to use a code, which I'm gonna give you a free code to make your chat room transparent. You can't just use OBS Studio and it's gonna look like this. You're gonna have to enter a code for the chat room to make it look cool, and to make it look narrow like this, you're gonna have to change the ratio. So I'll be showing you that, which is not common knowledge. Oh yeah. Well, you could change your mixer. I'm just trying to be all hip and shit with the transparent chat room and the mixer vertical. You know what I'm saying? Leave it to Negroes. We will put our own stamp on stuff. Yeah. Yeah, but it's all good. Yours look like this, Mediva? Great. Um, well, you can it's really, oh yeah, the chat part, you're gonna, for now you're just gonna have to put the chat in a separate scene and switch to it when you want to, and it's gonna look ugly. It's gonna be a big white background. But you can always Google transparent code for OBS Studio. That's what I did. The cool part now is if you don't do a bunch of graphic arts like I do, you can download pre-made art. You can download any element for free that you need to make your OBS Studio look cool. What's really cool are like the stencils where they have these windows, and then you can put your image, your video, a camera behind the image and make it look like CNN or anything. You know, what's up, Job Bless in the building? Um, you having issues with the chat part? Yeah, the chat. Oh, okay. Well, you got to take the class. But once I show you stuff, you're gonna be like, oh man, stuff. It's an hour class, but it's only gonna take you 15, 30 minutes to get rolling. Really, you know what I'm saying? The intro song I was playing was by a jungle artist named Goldie. It was his second album, Saturn Returns, and the name of the song was Dragonfly. It's a 15-minute song. I didn't want to play the whole thing because I'll probably get in trouble. Shoot, I was watching some videos myself, refreshing on using this because it's always something that you don't know. Even though I know a lot, I always look at it and go, "Oh, I didn't know I could do this." And using OBS Studio for green screen is really amazing too. You could be like anywhere. You could be in a yacht heading to a port. You could be on a mountain. You could be in any country. You could be in any building. You could be in the New York subway. Green screen just really makes it like the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and look at this. Y'all looking at my files. Let me let me mute this let me mute this while I search for this music file. You say you've been searching for art. I haven't found any stencils that fit my style. Yeah, some of the art is a little generic, and some of those things are cheesy. Like when you have, and this is not a slick diss to anyone, but when you have the little things blinking like YouTube and the little flasher things, that's old hat. You know, I like to use most of the screen real estate. I think it's really hip to just use big pictures, high quality photos, and try to use most of the screen real estate. Some people like to use smaller images and smaller camera images and stuff like that because it takes less CPU and all that stuff. But if you're able to broadcast from home and you can broadcast at 2,500 kilobytes per second or higher at 60 frames per second, you can have a really good, clean, crispy show. Right now, I'm actually under the rate. I get messages like, please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less, and blah, 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 but I just keep it moving. Do you have time for the WC before class? What's the WC? Oh, it's 9:45 now. Class should be beginning. But let me do you have time for the WC? So yeah, I'm waiting to find out what the WC is. Oh yeah. Matter of fact, go to the do that, right? And let me know when you're ready. And then I'm gonna shut down the show and start your class. And then I'll come back later, and show you tell you, show you guys what I discovered at the museum today. Yeah. And I appreciate those of you that showed up just now for the show. Um, I didn't have a show planned. I was just trying to figure out where my students were at, where my peeps at. Let's see here. For the news and updates for the different segments of my show, that's what I mean by stencils. Oh, and I ran into a bitrate issue too. So I'll hit you up for a schedule. Have a blessed day, everybody. It is all good. We're going to be able to all of those situations can be nipped in the bud. And so not only I'll show you how to use it, but I'll kind of recommend what your scenes should go in the sequence of your scenes and stuff like that. Basically, everything that I'm doing, um, I will just relay that over to you. It's no big secret. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And you can make your own graphics and stuff like that, or you can download some stuff. I'm not beyond. When I did my show called Full Moon, most of those graphics was downloaded. I didn't have to do any editing myself. The astronauts, the rotating moon, all of that stuff was just downloaded. I didn't do any of the artwork for the Full Moon show. And it's just my theory on if we landed on the moon or not. Did we really go in 1969? Check it out if you can. Great music, great sound, great visuals. Peace and blessings. Thanks for dropping by. It's always a pleasure. But the only catch is for my own privacy, if we haven't used PayPal together already, then we can't use PayPal for the class. Only people that I've used PayPal with previously, but anybody else we have to do Cash App, because PayPal is just, it's not a they don't give a damn about your privacy. You know what I'm saying? I like this filter that I'm using. Out of all the shows I've done previously, I've only used the the media image effects, like the video filters or the picture filters. I have not used any of the audio filters, and I'm using the noise gate filter for the audio, and I can see the difference. And that's just from watching the video last night, and somebody recommended it. Who I was refreshing what I know about OBS Studio, and I can this that little thing made a major difference in the audio, and I'll tell you why. Um, I'll tell you why the noise gate filter is important, because me sometimes my mic is so good, and I have a split screen, but I'm so close to the mic, and I'm using a wide diaphragm condenser mic, that sometimes you can hear me breathing. You can sometimes I'm dehydrated. You can hear my lips smacking or something like that, and you might even hear me typing on the typewriter keys. So using the noise gate filter will eliminate the extra unwanted background noise from you moving in your chair, typing on the typewriter, breathing, little stuff like that. So Key Deadman is back. Thank everyone from popping in. I'm gonna leave this live up as a commercial. Yes, you too can be a content creator or a troll. Catch one of his lordship's live private lessons on OBS Studio, and then you can go up against your greatest nemesis, whether it's Tariq Nasheed, whether it's Nature Boy, whether it's Brother Polite, or Tommy Sotomayor, or maybe you got an issue with me. Well, I will still teach you how to use OBS Studio so you can, bring on the ruckus. Thanks for dropping by. Lordship out. And I'm going to send Key Deadman the link. This is not the outro I was planning on playing. This was purely accidental. But hey, this is the I guess this is the outro I'm using.
Experience for your life. I'm gonna take you to your grown and sexy. I'm gonna make all you ladies feel so sexy tonight. Y'all gonna wanna put on some lingerie. Fellas, you might even get some tonight. Cause I got some dedications to this song. So I hope to see y'all tonight in Lover's Lane.
I'm gonna make you feel it.